Think about this for a second, that within the next few years, most of the voices you hear online in ads, YouTube videos, audiobooks, customer service lines, even video games won't belong to real people at all. They'll be generated by artificial intelligence so realistic you won't even notice the difference. That's not science fiction. That's happening right now. AI voice technology has advanced so fast that it's already disrupting entire industries. The tool leading this revolution, 11 Labs. This platform has taken AI voices to a whole new level, creating speech so natural, so human-like that sometimes even trained audio professionals can't tell the difference. But here's the catch. Most people are barely scratching the surface. Type a few lines into text-to-speech and stop there. They never learn how to unlock the deeper features, the advanced settings, or the money-making opportunities hidden inside. In this video, we're going all in. This is your complete masterclass on 11 Labs. We'll break down what it is, how it works, the powerful features nobody talks about, and how you can turn it into a real career or income stream. By the end, you won't just use 11 Labs, you'll master it. What is 11 Labs? 11 Labs is an AI voice generation platform. It takes written text and converts it into natural-sounding speech. But that's an oversimplification, because what sets 11 Labs apart is the realism it delivers. Older text-to-speech systems, like the ones you may have heard in GPS devices or early screen readers, were stiff, robotic, and flat. They could read words, but they couldn't communicate meaning. 11 Labs changes that. Using advanced neural networks and deep learning models trained on vast data sets of human speech, the platform captures tone. It doesn't just read words, it performs them. Here's what makes it even more exciting. You can pick from dozens of ready-made voices in different styles. You can clone your own voice in just minutes. You can even create entirely synthetic voices, adjusting pitch, accent, age, and personality. 11 Labs isn't just a tool, it's a voice engine for the next generation of media, business, and entertainment. Why AI voices are exploding right now. To really understand why mastering 11 Labs is so valuable, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Why are AI voices such a big deal in 2025 and beyond? The answer is simple: demand, content creation. Boom, YouTube, TikTok, and podcasts are exploding. Every single minute, over 500 hours of content are uploaded to YouTube alone. Creators are desperate for fast, affordable narration that still sounds professional. Audiobooks. The audiobook industry is on track to reach $35 billion by 2030. Independent authors need high-quality narration but can't always afford traditional voice actors. Businesses. Going global, companies now want to localize their ads, training materials, and websites into multiple languages. AI voices let them do this instantly, without hiring dozens of voiceover artists. Gaming and metaverse. The future of gaming and virtual worlds relies on characters that sound alive. AI voices make it possible for even small indie developers to create fully voiced, dynamic characters. Key features of 11 Labs Deep Dive. The features that make 11 Labs so powerful. Text-to-speech. This is the foundation. You type in text and 11 Labs generates lifelike audio. But here's what makes it special. The AI doesn't just spit out words. It adds natural pauses, emotional inflections, and human-like pacing.
Hey Jessica, have you tried the new 11v3?
I just got it. The clarity is amazing. I can actually do whispers now. Like this.
Ooh, fancy. Check this out. I can do full Shakespeare now. To be or not to be, that is the question.
Nice. Though I'm more excited about the laugh upgrade. Listen to this.
Voice cloning. This feature blows people's minds. With just a few minutes of your recorded voice, 11 Labs can clone you. Imagine recording a sample once, and from then on, you never have to sit in front of a microphone again. Perfect for YouTubers, podcasters, and busy educators. Custom voice creation. Maybe you don't want your real voice out there, that's fine. 11 Labs lets you create synthetic voices by adjusting sliders for pitch, gender, age, and accent. This feature alone gives you the power to create voice characters for different projects. Multilingual capabilities. 11 Labs supports multiple languages, and it's constantly adding more. The amazing part? The same voice can narrate in English, Spanish, and more, all while keeping the same tone and personality. How to get started with 11 Labs. The first step is simple. Head over to the 11 Labs website and create an account. The platform offers a free trial that gives you a set number of characters to test out, which is perfect for experimenting. Once you're comfortable, you can move up to a paid plan depending on your usage needs. Inside the dashboard, the interface is clean and user-friendly. On the left, you'll see options like speech synthesis, voice lab, projects, and API. Think of these as your main workspaces. If you just want to generate simple text-to-speech, you can start with speech synthesis right away. Here's a quick tip. Before you dive in, organize your projects. Create one project folder for your main channel voice. This might sound small, but staying organized will save you a ton of time later. Mastering the advanced settings. Most beginners never go beyond typing text into the box. But if you want to make your voiceovers truly professional, you need to understand the advanced settings. Voice stability. This controls how consistent the AI voice stays. A higher stability setting means the voice will stay very even, without much variation. That's great for tutorials or instructional videos where clarity matters. Lower stability allows for more natural variation, perfect for storytelling or emotional narration, clarity versus similarity. This setting is crucial when you're cloning voices. It lets you balance between how close the voice is to the original and how clear the audio sounds. Push too far toward similarity and the voice may sound muffled. Push too far toward clarity and it may lose personality. The sweet spot is usually somewhere in the middle, and you'll need to test to find what works best. Pacing and pauses, adding commas, ellipses, or even line breaks can guide the AI to pause naturally. You can also use tags to emphasize words. Mastering pacing is the difference between sounding robotic and sounding like a real human storyteller. Think of these settings like the tools of a director. You're not just generating speech, you're directing a performance. Creative use cases. You probably haven't considered. When most people hear about 11 Labs, they immediately think of simple voiceovers or replacing basic narration. But the real magic lies in the less obvious, highly creative applications that can completely transform how content is produced and experienced. These aren't just side uses, they're opportunities to innovate and stand out in a space where most creators are still scratching the surface. Take YouTube automation channels as an example. Thousands of faceless creators are earning serious income by publishing content without ever recording their own voice. 11 Labs makes this process smoother than ever. Imagine generating news summaries, educational explainers, or even mini documentaries where the narration sounds like a professional studio voice. Instead of outsourcing and paying per project, you now have unlimited on-demand narration at your fingertips. That means faster uploads, consistent branding, and ultimately scaling your channel much more efficiently. Audiobook publishing. Traditional narration can cost thousands of dollars per book, making it inaccessible for independent authors. With 11 Labs, you can produce full-length audiobooks at a fraction of the cost, all while maintaining natural, human-like quality. What makes this even more exciting is multilingual publishing. The same book can be instantly localized into Spanish, French, or Hindi using the same consistent voice, opening entirely new markets for authors who previously could only sell in one language. In the field of language learning, 11 Labs opens doors that traditional methods simply can't. Teachers can now generate dialogues in multiple accents, create customized pronunciation guides, and provide learners with diverse listening practice. For a student, hearing the same phrase read in different tones and accents is incredibly powerful for comprehension. Instead of relying on a single voice or static recordings, learners get dynamic, adaptable input tailored to their needs. The gaming and role-playing world is another area where 11 Labs is quietly revolutionizing storytelling. Independent developers often lack the budget to hire voice actors for dozens of characters, but with AI voices, they can fully voice an entire cast with minimal cost. Even tabletop role-playing fans are using 11 Labs to bring NPCs to life, adding immersion to campaigns in ways that were impossible just a few years ago. Imagine your Dungeons & Dragons session where every character actually speaks with a unique, believable voice. That's the level of creativity this tech enables. Finally, we can't overlook accessibility. For people with visual impairments, realistic AI voices make reading and consuming content dramatically easier. And for those who have lost their natural voice due to illness or disability, voice cloning can be life-changing. It doesn't just give them a tool, it restores their identity by allowing them to speak again in a voice that sounds like their own. This isn't just a feature, it's a profound human benefit. 11 Labs isn't simply about saving time or cutting costs. It's about pushing creative boundaries and enabling possibilities that used to be reserved for big studios with huge budgets. Whether you're a creator, an educator, or someone who just wants to make digital content more human, the opportunities are bigger than most people realize. How to monetize 11 Labs skills. Here's where things get exciting, because once you master 11 Labs, you're not just playing with a cool tool anymore, you're sitting on a powerful income opportunity. AI voices are in massive demand right now, and the people who know how to deliver them with professionalism are already cashing in. Let's break down some of the most profitable ways to turn your 11 Labs expertise into real revenue streams. Freelance voiceover services. One of the fastest ways to monetize your skills is by jumping into the freelance marketplace. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and Voices.com are full of clients looking for affordable voiceovers for ads, explainer videos, podcasts, and even video games. Traditionally, voiceover work required expensive microphones, soundproofing, and hours of editing. But with 11 Labs, you can produce broadcast quality audio without any of that setup. The real secret here is positioning. Don't advertise yourself as someone using AI. Instead, present yourself as a provider of professional voice solutions. Offer multiple characters by creating custom voices, male, female, different ages, even regional accents. For a single freelancer, that's like having a team of actors at your disposal. You can package your services into tiers, quick ad spots, audiobook narration, or entire e-learning modules. The client doesn't care how you made it, they just care that it works, sounds natural, and saves them money. Audiobook production. Audiobooks are exploding in popularity, and the demand for narrators is outpacing the supply. Sites like Amazon's Audiobook Creation Exchange are filled with independent authors searching for affordable narration. Hiring a human voice actor often costs thousands of dollars per book, which is out of reach for most self-published writers. By using 11 Labs, you can provide high-quality narration at a fraction of the cost. Better yet, you can upsell your service by offering multilingual versions of the same audiobook, allowing authors to reach international audiences without hiring multiple narrators. Imagine turning one book into English, Spanish, and German audiobooks, all with the same consistent voice. That's a massive selling point. If you build a portfolio of samples, market yourself in author communities, and leverage ACX or even direct outreach to indie publishers, you could carve out a steady income stream quickly. YouTube automation. You can run faceless channels where AI voices handle narration, add visuals, and you've got a scalable business. Localization services. The world is global, and businesses are desperate to expand beyond their native markets. That's where localization comes. But most companies don't just want text translated, they want the full experience, including narration. 11 Labs makes it possible to deliver polished, multilingual content at a fraction of the cost of traditional studios. Imagine a US company launching in Latin America. They need Spanish voiceovers for ads, training modules, and customer service bots. Instead of hiring 3 different narrators, you could provide everything using 11 Labs. Better yet, by partnering with freelance translators, you could offer full translation plus voiceover packages, a service that businesses will happily pay a premium for because it saves them time, money, and hassle. Building AI tools. For those with a technical background, the 11 Labs API unlocks even bigger opportunities. You can build your own apps, plugins, or platforms powered by AI voices. The possibilities here are enormous. For example, a children's storytelling app where parents can choose from different character voices, a meditation app with calming AI-generated narrations, an educational tool where learners practice listening comprehension with different accents, even games where non-player characters have unique voices that adapt dynamically to player choices. This isn't just freelancing, it's product creation. By building tools, you create recurring income streams, either through app subscriptions, licensing, or even SaaS platforms. The demand for personalized, scalable audio experiences is only going to grow, and if you get in now, you can ride that wave. The real key to monetizing 11 Labs is mindset. Don't see yourself as someone using an AI toy. See yourself as a provider of professional audio solutions. The tech is just your engine. The value comes from how you package it, position it, and deliver results. If you can consistently offer content that's high quality, fast, and affordable, clients and audiences will line up. Real case studies and success stories. This isn't just theory. Real people are already making careers out of 11 Labs. Take independent authors, for example. Many who couldn't afford narrators now produce professional-sounding audiobooks and sell them on Audible. The reviews often highlight how natural the voice sounds, with listeners not even realizing it was AI. On YouTube, faceless channels are thriving. Some creators generate 10 videos a week with AI narration, reaching millions of views. By combining 11 Labs with stock footage and editing tools, they've built full-time incomes without ever stepping in front of a camera. And then there are educators. Online teachers are using 11 Labs to create multilingual courses that reach global audiences. One teacher reported doubling her student base simply by offering the same course in Spanish and Hindi without hiring additional narrators. These stories prove a simple point. Mastering 11 Labs doesn't just save time, it creates opportunities. Ethical considerations and responsible use. As exciting as 11 Labs is, we can't ignore the fact that this technology comes with real risks. With any powerful tool, the question isn't just what it can do, but how it should be used. And when it comes to AI-generated voices, the ethical stakes are high. Misuse doesn't just break rules, it can ruin reputations. So, if you want to build a sustainable career around this tool, you need to master not just the technical side, but also the responsible side. Consent. Cloning or mimicking someone's voice without their explicit permission is not only disrespectful, it's also illegal in many countries. Imagine creating content that sounds like a famous actor, politician, or even just an acquaintance without their knowledge. The fallout could be huge lawsuits, bans, and permanent damage to your credibility. If you're working with clients, always make sure the voice you're cloning belongs to them or that they've given you written approval. Transparency. Honesty goes a long way, especially in the creative and business world. If you're offering voiceover services, you don't necessarily need to open with, "I used 11 Labs to create this," but you should be prepared to explain that your work is AI assisted if a client asks. Others may prefer human narration. By being upfront, you're giving people the choice, and that choice builds trust. Over time, this transparency can even become your selling point. High-quality AI-powered voiceovers at scale. Deepfake risks. We can't talk about AI voices without mentioning deepfakes. The same technology that makes an indie developer's video game come alive can also be used to impersonate world leaders, spread fake news. 11 Labs itself has safeguards, but no system is foolproof. As a creator, it's your responsibility to draw the line and make sure your work doesn't feed into harmful or deceptive uses. Always ask yourself, would I be comfortable if my content went viral and everyone knew I made it? If the answer is no, it's probably crossing an ethical boundary. At its core, AI voice technology is neutral. It doesn't decide how it's used. That responsibility lies with us. In the right hands, it lowers barriers for creators, gives people their voices back, and makes education more accessible. In the wrong hands, it becomes a weapon for manipulation. By practicing consent, being transparent, and steering clear of harmful uses, you not only protect yourself, you also help shape a future where AI empowers rather than deceives. The future of AI voices, 2026 and beyond. The next few years will completely redefine how we think about voices. By 2026, experts believe AI-generated speech won't just sound human, it will feel human. Subtle pauses, laughter, sighs, and even the rhythm of casual conversation will be captured so well that you won't be able to tell whether you're listening to a person or a machine.
I can do full Shakespeare now. To be or not to be, that is the question.
Nice. Though I'm more excited about the laugh upgrade. Listen to this.
That's so much better than our old ha 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 robot chuckle.
I know, right? And apparently we can do accents now too. Fancy a cup of tea?
This isn't just better audio, it's storytelling that connects on a deeper level. Another major leap will come from interactivity. Instead of static pre-recorded voices, I will generate speech in real time, adjusting its tone and delivery based on context. Think about calling customer support and having a digital agent that not only answers your questions, but also changes its style depending on your mood. In gaming, characters will break free from scripted lines. Players could hold conversations with non-playable characters, NPCs, that feel dynamic and unique every time. Education too will benefit teachers who could create personalized voice-driven tutors that adapt to each student's learning style.
AI voices could shape personal identity in new ways. People may design custom voices that reflect their personality, culture, or aspirations. A student in Japan might study English using an AI teacher who speaks with a warm British accent, while a fitness app could let users pick from dozens of motivational coaches to match their style. Voice will become another layer of self-expression, much like choosing a profile picture or digital avatar today. AI voices won't just replace human narration, they'll expand what's possible. The real question is how society will choose to harness it for creativity, connection, and innovation. Step-by-step action plan for mastery. Let's tie everything together into a practical action plan. If you want to master 11 Labs, here's the roadmap. Create your account. Start with the free plan and explore the dashboard. Experiment with text-to-speech. Generate voices in different styles to see what's possible. Clone your voice. Upload samples and fine-tune the settings for stability and clarity. Create custom voices. Build a library of unique voices for different use cases. Master the settings. Play with pacing, emphasis, and tone until you get natural results. Pick a monetization path. Choose whether you'll freelance, create YouTube content, practice and refine, keep testing and iterating. The more you use the platform, the more natural your results will become. Stay ethical, always use voices responsibly and with permission. Scale your work. Once you've mastered the basics, focus on speed, efficiency, and delivering consistent results. Follow these steps, and you won't just know how to use 11 Labs, you'll know how to profit from it. Keep up with updates. In the world of AI, one thing is certain, nothing stays the same for long. 11 Labs is growing at a rapid pace, and the features you see today may look completely different a year from now. That's why staying updated is not just helpful, it's essential if you want to master the platform. The developers are constantly rolling out improvements, better voice realism, stronger emotional expression, new languages, and faster rendering times. If you don't keep up, you risk using outdated methods while others are leveraging the latest tools to deliver more professional and impactful results. Every update opens up fresh opportunities. For example, when 11 Labs expanded their multilingual capabilities, freelancers who jumped on it first were able to offer narration in Spanish, French, and Hindi, instantly opening doors to new international clients. A great way to stay ahead is to plug yourself into the right information channels. 11 Labs has an official blog and newsletter where they announce upcoming updates, but there's more you can do. Joining Discord communities, Reddit groups, or even YouTube channels dedicated to AI voices can give you insider tips on how others are using the newest features. Staying connected to the community keeps you 2 steps ahead. Think about updates as more than just tools, they're business assets. By doing this, you position yourself as someone who doesn't just use the tool, but understands it deeply. Clients love working with experts, and being seen as an early adopter makes you the go-to person for anything related to AI voice. This authority can directly translate into higher rates and long-term client relationships. Finally, staying updated is about trust and professionalism. Clients can tell when someone is using outdated methods. It shows in the quality of the final product. But when you're working with the latest technology, you naturally produce better, smoother, and more lifelike results. If you're offering voiceovers for e-learning courses and your narration feels more engaging than the competition's because you're using the latest emotional tuning, that's a deal winner. In short, keeping up with updates ensures you're not just another AI user. You become a trusted solutions provider who always delivers cutting-edge quality. That's how you stay ahead in the fast-moving world of AI voices. 11 Labs is more than just another AI tool. It's a glimpse into the future of communication. From storytellers and educators to entrepreneurs and developers, anyone can harness its power to create voices that sound real, emotional, and impactful. Mastering it now means you're not just keeping up with technology, you're staying ahead of the curve in a world where voice will play a central role in media, business, and daily life. But here's the big question. Will you sit back and wait until everyone else has already mastered it, or will you take the first step today? The people who act early are always the ones who reap the biggest rewards, whether that's landing new clients, scaling businesses, or simply creating content that stands out. The choice is yours. If this breakdown helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and turn on notifications because in our next video, we're going to explore an AI tool that makes 11 Labs look like just the beginning. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.